Hi, welcome back to a brand new video of the Target Individual program, Target Individual Experience. It is after 10 a.m. in the morning. Got up not too long ago, but anyway, last night they were engaging in the remote monitoring and home surveillance. New York Predator Department constantly with the sirens. And this morning I got up. I was looking for my other bracelet. I have two bracelets on my hands. I had put them on the dresser in Pamela's bedroom. Last night, for some reason, uh, she was up while I was sleeping, and as I said last night, I heard the police siren whoop. But anyhow, now one of my bracelets is missing. So I asked her, "Did you take my bracelet?" She was like, "Well, I moved stuff." I said, "Well, when did you move it? When did you move stuff?" She couldn't tell me what have you. So couldn't find it. Didn't fall on the floor because it would have been right there, so which means that it's gone. Now from time they'll constantly get people to do this. They get my sister to take my things, right? From time to time, right? And as a TI, knowing what's being done, what's happening, there's only one reason. One, for me anyway, is one reason. Is to take personal items from the target, from those who are microchipped, so that they can use it as identifiers, right? Particularly with these crooked, corrupt predators on the police force. They try to frame you, right? And to what is called the power of association. So when they present certain things in front of you, you will recognize those things, right? And again, as an identifier, you know. So this is what they do. This is what they do, particularly when you're a microchip, and particularly if you're not answering any of the questions or don't want, and you shouldn't. If you're a TI, anything happens to you, don't answer any questions. Don't talk to the police. Don't answer no questions at all. Okay, that's how again with this setup. So what they do is again to for TIs who understand what's going on and know the law, this is what they'll do. So they'll take your personal item and use it as identifier, use it as markers, right? And those markers, again, when they like I said, let's say if I'm walking down the street and somebody might have on the same type of bracelet that I had that was taken, just like with my watches, right? This is what they would do. Okay, just to show you that yeah, we took your stuff, all right? And again, they'll either try to frame you, setups, frame up stuff like that. So you got to be aware and document these things. Document it because again, it's your only one. This is one of your one form of proof that you can have, right? To say, I lost this or this was taken out of my house. So there you go, right? Because again, remember, you are the proof of what's being done. You are the victim, and they will try to make it seem as if uh, the people they're involved in targeting you are victims. But no, you are the victims. What they do is projection. It's called dark projection, dark psychological projections. The police use it. Again, when I talk about the dark triads, they try to turn you into who they are, right, in order to take the focus off of them. And I give you an example, and I talk about this all the time. Most of your predators are on the police department, right? They're in law enforcement, military, because they are trained and to create either they come in with that type of personality or on the job the personality develops, right? And particularly when you have other predators around them, then it becomes like a gang of predators. And this is your normal police department, right? And its members, okay? So the vast majority of abusers are the police, physical, sexual, uh, uh, psychological, verbal, right? Yeah, the police, they're the military. That's why the highest uh, DV, domestic violence rates are amongst those that are in the military and the police force. Always remember that, right? Look at the truth, and they will try to make you like them to take the focus off of them. Recently, you hear about this New York mayor, um, what's his name, Eric Adams. So a woman came out and said that he sexually assaulted her. Right? Again, he was a police officer, so it wouldn't surprise me, right? But also, in his defense, okay, particularly within the black community, black women have been taught to use that label and that claim to feel, to make themselves out to be victims of men who may not have taken them seriously, who may have just slept with them and not wanted relationships, or they want to get back at those men. Women would do stuff like this. We know that they will lie, right? We know that they will do things, they will lie out of shame and guilt, right? They will lie, right? So there's a lot of factors, particularly when it comes to they are the most religious. So they have, when it comes to their religious belief system, once you start to call out their hypocrisy and their contradiction, they are going to go full on narcissist, female narcissist on you. So you need to understand that, okay? As with any religious group of people, particularly the women. So we have, as men, we must understand that, okay? And what happened to the football player, right? So this young girl, right, agreed to have sex with a whole bunch of guys, right? Gang F, like what they do in porn. You see this like a whole bunch of guys screwing one woman, one porn actress, and then she wanted it, and because again they filmed it and it was embarrassing for her afterwards. She didn't think about the embarrassment she would face after. So when the embarrassment started to happen and the feeling of shame and guilt, then she accused him of rape. Okay, so I want you guys to understand. And then the police, because they had proof and evidence to say that she consented to this, right, did not charge the guys involved. And then there was one football player, I think he played for the Buffalo Bills, whose career got destroyed based off of a lie. And we've seen countless of evidence. Johnny Depp, that guy that in college, the NFL prospect who spent how many years in prison because a young woman claimed that he sexually assaulted her, which was a lie, and then she ended up getting millions of dollars from the university, also off of her lie, right? And they don't care because you know what? They're not being held accountable because again, the states are invested in women. They invested in women through the child support system. They invested, and then the corporation, because the corporations run the politicians, and they need women to, again, women is their ATMs. Women are the most are the biggest consumers of corporate goods, right? So you're talking about makeup, personal hygiene, clothing, all this stuff. So they have a vested interest, right, in not having women being held accountable, and a vested interest, particularly in the black community, because black women are by far outspend when it comes to luxury items, outspend white people of any other group, particularly. Right? So they are heavily invested in these women, but not in the right way. Right? And so this is why you see within our community, black community, where you have pervasive singleness, a pervasive hookup culture, and the destruction of marriages and the black family as a unit. Okay? This is bigger than any of us can even think of or even imagine. All right, that being said, I'll talk to you guys in the next video.